Today we have an unboxing video of Dragons Down and two expansions to Dragons Down, Desolation and Natives and Legends. Hi, I'm Kevin Baker and you're watching Shangri-La, my YouTube channel for tabletop board games, birding, and other educational videos. Please like and subscribe. Now these games were borrowed from my friend Michael of Roofs Done Right. If you need your roof done in Palm Beach County, or Martin County, please give Michael a call. The contact information will be in the show notes. Okay, so Dragons Down, the base game is required for the expansion, so these are not standalone games. Okay, so let's take a look at Dragons Down. Essentially, there was a game in folklore and history of a D&D variant called Magic Realm that caught on with people that loved rules and loved memorizing hundreds and hundreds of pages of rules. And so Scott Demers, which came up with the game Dragons Down, he loved that game and was one of the experts on it. And so he came up with a new version called Dragons Down that basically pays tribute to the old one, but consolidated rules and tried to make it a little bit more understanding. And so essentially Dragons Down is playing Dungeons and Dragons, but without a dungeon master. Okay, so you're set in the fantasy world. You can act as adventurers seeking fame and wealth, in the hope of becoming a legend. They will explore a devastated realm, search for loot and hidden treasures, sites looking for great treasures and epic artifacts. You can fulfill quests, cast magic, enchant the land, trade with the locals, perform many heroic deeds, all the while fighting or sneaking past savage monsters and perhaps other adventurers as well. Because you can play this as a solo game, you can play this as a cooperative game, or you can play this as a competitive game. So that is interesting. There are good characters that are in the game, and if you attack them, you can end up getting outed as a bad person. Okay, so let's see what's in the base game. Aside for now. So there are map tiles. So there's multiple ways to play the game. You can lay out all the tiles at the beginning, so matching everything exactly. So it's like you gotta match everything up. So there's roads that connect, and or you can start in one place, and as the game goes, you can do explore actions that then build the world as you go. So that's the multiple ways to play. There are scenarios to follow. So you can follow different scenarios, and there's lots and lots of rules to learn for the different scenarios. As you go, you keep track of everything that happens on your adventure journal, because you need to know which places you've been, which artifacts you collected, and which monsters you defeated. And this becomes a story that Scott Demers, the game designer, looks back on his old adventure journals, and it's part of his history that he loves. So instead of hundreds of pages, let's see, down to about 35 pages worth of instructions and rules and exceptions to rules. But the people that like Magic Realm will also like this game. Each player has their own board where you can play your lineage and your other characteristics, your backpack, which can hold an infinite amount of places, an area to hold the cubes that will be your strength and life, and they go into this area when they get exhausted. Some things weapons that take more than one hand will go in the center instead of the two sides. Or if it takes two hands, it will go in the center here. and other things that you've collected, and that is the player board. And so there are up to 4 players in the base game, and lots of cardboard pieces for everything. The monsters are on poker chips. So this is a gnoll, and on the chips they explain how powerful and the strength and speed and what it takes to defeat them, and in blue how many fame you get for defeating them. So you're collecting legend points, which is the object of the game, but you can also get fame. Then you can turn in fame, like 10 fame for every 1 legend point. The idea is to collect enough legend points and fame to be able to retire before the game kills you, which it can easily do. The different map tiles correspond to the areas that are, there's the Wicked Woods, the Cruel Caves, and the Malevolent Mountains. Say that 5 times fast. Malevolent Mountains. Okay. And so there's lots of map tiles, so there's lots of replayability. Now, the box insert does not have enough room for all of the map tiles in the base game, which seems a little silly because they could have easily made the box insert deeper and held all of the tiles in place. But that's just my pet peeve against box inserts. So those are the base game pieces. So now let's see what we get in the expansions. Let's set this aside. Okay, so we have Desolation. Dragons Down Desolation is an expansion for the Great Adventure game. It adds 2 new terrain packs, 2 new lineages, and so that lineages and classes. So you combine those 2 in order to figure out what your powers are. And let's see, and 12 new classes to use. Okay, let's see. You can add 2 more players. Now you can have a 6-person adventure. Okay, 12 modular tiles, 40 plus monsters on the poker chips, 13 unique natives on poker chips. Natives are white chips, and they're generally good guys. And 2 new hero lineages, 12 new hero classes, 95 treasures, missions, and items. So when you go into the civilized areas, you can collect missions to accomplish. And you accomplish those, you get legend points. Okay, 2 more hero mats, more colored cubes and hearts. Hearts are your health. And the colored cubes represent your speed and mobility and defense and all that other good stuff. So we have Desolation. So only adding 4 more pages of rules. So there's lots of dice in this game, each with their own symbols. And the new fancy boards are thicker and they have spots to hold things in place. So that's high quality cardboard right there. And new map tiles. And new areas to go with each of the different map tiles. Ooh. Metal coins, because you need to actually purchase things. Interestingly, most of the prices on the items are actually triple cost for the item price that is listed on it. But then you can use dice to haggle for cheaper prices. And in the process of haggling, if you roll the wrong thing, you can offend the dealer and they can throw you out without letting you purchase anything. So that's interesting. So, rolls of chips. And the chips go nicely into trays that hold them in place, which is excellent. And some more cards. And here are the cubes. The pink ones are used for your actions. And it's nice. They actually have red ones now. In the base game, where it says there are red cubes, the cubes look more orange in color, so not quite perfect. And the hearts for your health. Okay, so, and it looks like this tray has a deeper spot for the map tiles than the one in the base game, so that it can actually hold all the way down to the bottom, whereas the base game box insert doesn't go all the way down, and it's basically wasting space. Okay, so that is the first one. So very nice. I like that this holds everything in place. Okay, let's just shove this right over here. Solid, high quality coins. And we'll figure out what all the other little things do. Okay. And then we have the Natives and Legends. Tear that one open. Okay. Natives and Legends is a new expansion, and it adds 30 new natives that move around the land and can threaten or be hired by the heroes. Dragons Down Natives also adds new lineages, classes, merchants, wilderness tokens, civilization locations, 3 title cards, treasures, missions, and more. Okay. Well, it feels a little lighter than the other 2 boxes. Okay. Coming soon. The Eastern Reaches. So just when you think you've got a complete game, as long as people like it, we'll make more. That is the way of the world. Okay. So we have another 10 pages of rules. Got to learn all of the symbols so you know what everything does. You can do insults. I will taunt you, and if you don't listen, I shall taunt you again. Okay. Some of it comes pre-punched, shaken out into the box. That's probably on the delivery service. So, new areas to go with your land tiles. More poker chips. More cubes. The cubes, each of the different colored cubes count for different spells. You've got to actually learn the different spells before you can use them. So, more nice containers to hold the poker chips. Cards of the different spells. Each of the different dice have unique sides, so you can learn what all of those do. And more trays. Okay, well that is, there are treasures and then there are deep treasures. There are treasures with red banners that get you legend points and help you win, so it's good to find those. Okay, Well, that's pretty exciting. Hopefully, if you're a D&D person that likes board games and you want to try out Dragons Down, go for it. It looks pretty cool. I'm not personally a Dungeons and Dragons person. I have tried it and it has helped me get good nights of sleep. But that's just me. Anyway, the other exciting news, which does keep me awake, is planning for FlamingoCon number 31, which is coming up on January 10th, 2026. It's going to be 14 hours of board gaming. That's at the Hilton at the Palm Beach Airport. So that will be from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. And do buy your tickets in advance because the price goes up at year end. So we anticipate the probability, hey, we might even sell out, which can happen. So get your tickets early and save a little bit of money. Okay, and that's Dragons Down. Thank you very much again to Michael of Roofs Done Right for loaning me this game for the unboxing. And I will see you all in person at the next FlamingoCon. Be well.